Daniel Barr talking about the upcoming season. How different is it to be competing for a job, not necessarily competing for a spot on the team, but you want to be in the rotation? You've kind of come into camp the last couple of years knowing where you stand. Is that a different feeling?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the last couple springs I've been able to use spring training to prepare for the season. You know, I didn't have anything to prove. I knew that I was going to be in the 8th inning. This year I know it's a little different, not so much competing for a spot on the team, but competing for a job for sure. I know nothing's going to be handed to me, but I know I got a lot of things to prove to a lot of people, just whether or not I can be, get stretched out or not. So I have no doubt in my mind that I can do it, but I just got to prove it to everybody else. When
you're preparing to be a reliever, how much can you work on all your different pitches, or the starting experience? Does this starting experience give you more time to work on and develop the other pitches?
It does. I mean, I'm throwing 55 pitches in my bullpens instead of 30, 35. I mean, that right there, you're getting more repetitions, trying to build the arm strength up. So it definitely does. It kind of forces me to use that changeup, the sinker, because I knew as a reliever I could get away fastball slider, especially just at the beginning of the season. I'd be okay with that in April. Whereas now I really want to have all 4 pitches ready because I know I'm going to need them, in that first start.
Daniel, 0-4, high ERA in September. We know what happened to the team. How tough was October? How tough were the days and weeks to put that behind you and kind of start the process of moving on to this season?
It's tough. I mean, it's frustrating. For me more than anything else, I just felt like I let my teammates down, and it was not for lack of effort. I mean, I was out there trying to get outs as much as anybody, and you kind of look at what the factors that caused it, and try to learn from it and move on. And that's what I've done. I didn't spend the whole off season dwelling on it or thinking about it. Once this whole starting thing came about, which was probably November, it had kind of been tossed around, talking to Ben, talking to my agent, and some conversations there, and they knew that I wanted to do it. And once that started moving forward, that was kind of my motivation going through the off season, thinking, okay, I'm going to have things to prove to people come March, and I'm going to be ready for it.
As a player, were you glad to have Josh Beckett and John Lester step forward on the first day and sort of clear the air about September?
Yeah, I mean, that's
into the past.
They're responsible guys. They're going to own up to, the good things, the bad things they do. And they're both good friends of mine, and I know them as people, not just as baseball players. And I know that anything that was or wasn't done was not done with bad intentions, without caring about teammates or anything. Those guys, they were going out and competing every 5th day, and I know that as a teammate, seeing everything that goes on behind the scenes. So I never question their desire to win. But I think it's huge of them to come out and talk about it openly.